in the world of evangelicalism, we would consider evangelism would be, our highest priority, bringing people to know God, to know Christ. And one of the things I've realized, even being an evangelical pastor myself, is that so many things that we do and we say actually pushes people away from God when it comes to this issue of creation. I've heard people say they love the creation more than the Creator, or they call environmentalists tree huggers, or saying things that are hurtful to people who are actually looking to creation as a means of understanding God. Then I read Romans 1, verse 18, 19 in that area, and made me really think about that. Because he's really talking about sinful man, which is all men. And he says, but God shows his anger from heaven against all sinful, wicked people who push the truth away from themselves. Then he says this, for the truth about God is known to them instinctively. God has put this knowledge in their hearts. From the time the world was created, people have seen the earth and the sky and all that God has made. They can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power, and his divine nature, so they have no excuse whatsoever from not knowing him. And God has revealed himself through his creation. There's miracles. You look at, the anatomy of a flower, or the anatomy of the human being or an animal. I mean, it's like all these systems working together. I mean, how can you say that's anything but a miracle? And I think as an evangelical, and I would say this to the evangelical world, this is the most powerful point of evangelism I know, is to bring people to know and realize that God does exist. This world is not an accident, and if it's not an accident, they're not an accident. There is no accidents with God. It's all a miracle, and it's all God. And we need to embrace this issue if we're going to be effective as evangelical pastors.